So I'll just talk about some real high-level board member best practices. Okay, one is, we talked about this, your job is to focus on the ends, not the means. So not how things get done, but what are the plans for the community, the goals. Set policies for the staff to follow, but do not get involved with how the staff does the day-to-day. You are not responsible for how they organize their day. You are not the only client that they manage, so don't bring those, get involved in those things. This is a big one, we haven't talked about this, but you need to represent the community as a whole, not your own individual interests. So I'll give you a great example. In my community, we have to put the trash cans away on Tuesdays because trash day is Monday. Do I care that my trash can gets put away? No. Does my husband really not put the trash away very consistently every day? No. Or every week? No, not at all. But these are the rules of the community, and it's my job as a board member to enforce them and follow them. So I have to put the trash away if my husband doesn't do it, because otherwise we will get a violation notice. I'm the president of the board, and they still send them to me. But it is our job to represent the needs of the community as a whole, not my own individual interests in terms of what I care about. I have 2 young kids, so I really care about events that focus on families. I care about personally having playgrounds and things like that for them to play in parks. But there are other people in our community who are not parents, who have pets, who care about having spaces to walk their pets, or who care about people picking up after their pets, who are not pet owners. My job is to listen to all of those things and to represent all those needs, not just what I care about. We always need to focus on what community-wide business need or community-wide corporation need or problem are we trying to solve? What is the community-wide thing? Someone may come to you, an individual may come to the meeting and they may have this one single problem. But is it something that's affecting the whole community or just that one owner? And you have to make a decision about whether as a board member, we're going to enact a policy or create a rule to solve one person's problem when it may not be a problem that the whole community is facing. So this is the difficult balance of being a board member, is to balance those things and to make those kinds of judgment calls when you need to. E, forward facing. So this is where strategic planning comes into place. Like, what do your residents of the future think they're going to need or want? I don't think anybody could have predicted that we were all going to be working at home and never leaving our house after the last 3 years, or not wanting to and spending so much time in your home. But now that this has happened, if you're in a mid-rise or a high-rise and you have so many Amazon packages coming and package theft is an issue, you should be thinking about this not going away. Do we need a package? We don't have one. Maybe we need one. Maybe we need to look at needing one. But it's having that strategic conversation about what you think people who are moving into your community or who currently live in your community are going to need moving forward. New technology, solar, charging stations. These are things you need to think about. If you don't have those in your community, you need to think about adding them. It is a significant investment, but these kinds of things are not going away. Charging 5 years ago was a really novel concept. Now you go somewhere and everybody expects that you have a charger. It adds to the value of your community, and if your job is to protect and enhance that value, charging stations or something, you should look at it and at least have a conversation about whether you can or cannot put them in. But depending on your common area and location, so think about being forward-facing for your community. We talked about the redevelopment area, if things are going on, redeveloping in your community. The other thing I'll say is, if new associations are going in next to you, how are you competing with them? What are the new amenities that they're bringing in? If new condo buildings are going up next to you, what amenities do they have? Do you have the same amenities? Are your amenities better? You should look at these things and have these kinds of conversations, because this will lead into what you decide to invest in later. If you don't have those kinds of conversations, you may or may not be able to continue to sell your homes at the rate you want to sell them or at the price that your homeowners want to get. And that's your job, protect and enhance the value of your community.
We do appreciate you here at HOA Strategies, the ability we have to work with each of you. So thank you for attending today.